Born on December 1, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria would rise from humble beginnings to become the wealthiest criminal in history. As a young man growing up in Colombia, Escobar began his criminal career with petty theft, selling contraband cigarettes and stealing cars. By the early 1970s, he had entered the lucrative cocaine trade at a time when demand in the United States was beginning to explode. Escobar quickly distinguished himself through a combination of ruthlessness, ambition, and an uncanny business sense that transformed Colombia's drug trade. He established sophisticated laboratories in the Colombian jungle where coca paste from Peru and Bolivia was processed into cocaine using innovative transportation methods, including private aircraft. Escobar created the first major pipeline for moving massive quantities of cocaine into the United States. At the height of his power in the 1980s, the cartel controlled over 80% of the global cocaine trade. Escobar's operation was reportedly smuggling 15 tons of cocaine per day into the United States, generating estimated revenues of $420 million weekly, with a personal fortune estimated at $30 billion. Escobar was listed by Forbes magazine as one of the world's richest people from 1987 to 1993. The immense wealth allowed Escobar to build Hacienda, his legendary estate featuring exotic animals, artificial lakes, and a private zoo with hippos, giraffes, and elephants. Despite his criminal empire, Escobar cultivated a Robin Hood image among Colombia's poor by building hospitals, schools, and housing projects in impoverished neighborhoods. He distributed money in Medellin's slums, sponsored soccer teams, and constructed community centers, earning him the nickname El Patron among the local population. This strategic philanthropy helped him win election as an alternate member of Colombia's Congress in 1982, providing him with parliamentary immunity from prosecution. However, Escobar's approach to competition and law enforcement was brutally simple: take a bribe or face assassination. Those who opposed him often met violent ends, with Escobar's cartel responsible for the murders of thousands of people, including politicians, judges, police officers, and journalists. In 1989, Escobar orchestrated the bombing of Avianca Flight 203, killing 107 people, in a failed attempt to assassinate presidential candidate. The cartel's ruthless campaign of terror included the assassination of presidential candidate Luis Carlos and the bombing of the Department of Administrative Security building in Bogotá. As pressure mounted from both Colombian and U.S. authorities, Escobar negotiated his surrender in 1991 on the condition that he could build his own luxury prison called La Catedral. This custom-built facility featured a football field, bar, jacuzzi, waterfall, and comfortable living quarters where Escobar continued to run his criminal empire via telephone and visitors. When the Colombian government discovered Escobar was still conducting business and had executed some of his associates inside jail, they attempted to move him to a standard prison. Tipped off about the transfer, Escobar escaped in July 1992. Initiating one of the largest manhunts in history, with both Colombian authorities and a vigilante group called Los Peps hunting him. While on the run, Escobar became increasingly isolated, as Los Peps, allegedly financed by the rival Cali cartel, and possibly assisted by U.S. agencies, killed his associates and destroyed his properties. The Search Block, a special Colombian police unit trained and assisted by U.S. Delta Force operators and Navy SEALs, tracked Escobar's communications through his cell phone activity. On December 2, 1993, just one day after his 44th birthday, Escobar was located in a middle-class neighborhood. As police surrounded the house, Escobar attempted to flee across the rooftops, but was shot multiple times and killed. The iconic photo of Colombian search block agents standing over Pablo Escobar's body on December 2, 1993, is one of modern Colombia's most infamous images. Thousands attended his funeral, primarily residents from the poor neighborhoods where his philanthropy had made the greatest impact. Decades after his death, Colombia continues to grapple with Escobar's legacy, which fundamentally altered the nation's economy, politics, and international reputation. Netflix's Narcos and countless books, documentaries, and films depict Escobar as a man of ruthless ambition tempered by calculated benevolence. Today, Hacienda is a theme park, and Escobar's mansion is a memorial to narco-terrorism victims. Escobar's escaped hippos have multiplied into the largest invasive species outside Africa, a lasting legacy of his excess. Despite his notoriety, Escobar's life serves as a cautionary tale about how corruption, violence, and the drug trade can destabilize entire nations and cause generational trauma.